This is Dapu7. A heads up for folks out there that may have a rare or wanted Instagram or Twitter handle. And this really works for a lot of the big sites out there. It could even be TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Any of the sites that these criminals feel someone's willing to give up some good money to get that handle. This is very similar to back at the .com era, where everyone was trying to get these domain names that they felt that other people would think were hot and they would pay high dollar for. And then we seen that whole bubble burst of that era. Well, now criminals are doing something similar in their own fashion here, using threats and going after just about anyone. We've seen in this instance that they're now targeting individuals that they're going after. Say they want your handle, they are basically swatting you. They're calling in SWAT raids, tormenting individuals, and they're dropping threats. They're emailing them, they're getting their numbers and text messaging them. They're saying that they will take this beyond just them, they'll take it to their kids, to their family. It's getting deep. So there seems to be a network here that thinks or is convinced there's some major money involved in this, or else they wouldn't be doing it. And this is what's going on. So now we got to deal with people being targeted because of this. Something as simple as they say here as the handle @JW. Just something that simple could get someone targeted in this instance. But more information here. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for more. You'll catch stories like this first, breaking on the live streams, going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hit that subscribe button for more. It's been Dabu7.
Turn on
Hey,
and start
Shalom,
fusing and
Shalom.
shine and produce heat.
First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due
This is Dab.
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. News in this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is the Akia Mahalaya coming back with another lesson. Lord's would be edifying. Man, real quick, man. It says unaware Instagram and Twitter handles tormented by SWAT raids and threat reports. Okay. Now, if you pay attention to what's happening, they're targeting people based on their particular handles and stuff like that, because you got a lot of people that make money off their platforms, you know, like a lot of bloggers on Twitter, TikTok, you know, YouTube. They make a lot of money off these particular pages for content. But see, what I'm getting from this is the fact that they're going to start targeting truth channels, okay? Because though they're speaking that this is allegedly about a Twitter handle, eventually they're going to start targeting people that's speaking out against the truth, because speaking out or speaking about the truth, speaking out against the wickedness. Because I guarantee that these people that got targeted, they probably expose the government, they probably are exposing the tyranny, you know, the C19, the juice, okay, this total economic meltdown that we're in. Because right now we are in straight up dark times, brothers. Okay, so much prophecy is happening, man, from the U.S. NATO alliance, okay, to the Russian, to the Eastern Bloc. Today, I believe Hoover Dam, if I'm not mistaken, was just bombed, or parts of it just was under bomb threat or something like that. Matter of fact, brother just did a lesson on it. Let me go ahead and check the handle real quick. Explosion at Hoover Dam. Yep, prophecy, man. Okay, and the fact that you got it, this place out there in the Netherlands, not the Netherlands, but Apostle Hard did a video on it earlier too. I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. Give me 1 second, brothers. Panama is locked down, right? They on lockdown again. And then brother Amwan Gabar had a vision or a dream early this morning about the MOTB. Okay, so with that being said, with all these prophecies coming to pass, all the hell breaking loose, they're going to start targeting the men of the Lord, because we're in a time now of our persecution, okay? Because now they're going to start coming after the prophets, man. Little subtle things here and there. You know, like, I don't know if brothers are being aware, but if brothers been getting these texts from random numbers, like you get a random number that'll text you and say, hello, Mally, or hello, Molly, or hello, James, and then you respond to it or you don't respond to it, then they're, you know, come back with some type of obscene statement. You know, they'll call you out your name. Like, I had one straight up dude, whether they was trying to sell me a service or not, he called me a straight up nigga. He said the dumbass black people. How the hell did he know I was black unless he didn't have our information? You see what I'm saying? So we're living in them times, brothers, man, that shit is getting ready to get real strange and weird, okay? So with that being said, man, the famine of the word is getting ready to commence, because they're going to want to get the men of the Lord off the streets, okay, from teaching his word, from exposing Esau, Edom, okay, because we are breaking down the whole collapse of this society. We're telling you that the MOTB is next in line for the next prophecy, the economic collapse, okay. America is going to be destroyed by nuclear weapons, okay, by Russia and China and NATO, okay, and the EU, okay, and various other nations are going to come against Babylon the Great, which is the whore. And Esau Edom don't like the fact that we exposing his ass, man. So this fucking devil, he's losing the goddamn mind, man. So hey, he's getting ready to target the truth now, okay? And the truth of the truth, because you have men out here that expose Esau, okay, of their own ranks. But hey, that's just as far as it go with them, okay? Because they only tell you so much. Like you got this guy Glenn Beck, okay? You had this guy named Alex Trebek back in the day. You had this guy Alex Jones. You know, you got the what is it? What's this guy's name? And I was just watching him the other day. Off Grid Desert Farming. Okay, and that's just the name, but a few of these men, what's this other guy's name that's over the Natural News? Okay, what's this dude's name, man? Mike Adams. You got guys like that that's coming against the establishment, man. Okay, but they're only able to expose so much before, you know, the shit is said and done. But you got the men of the Lord out here that's exposing Esau on a whole different playing field, because we're taking the information that these forecasters or that these insiders are bringing out, and we're actually filtering these things through the Holy Bible, man. And that's what Esau is afraid of. He's afraid of these scripts coming out and cutting his ass, man. Okay, so therefore they're getting ready to bring about a famine of the word, because any day now we could have a so-called EMP strike or internet outage that just does away with all these media accounts, do away with your Twitters, your Facebooks, your YouTubes, you know, your Instagrams, your cell phone service, period. Okay, because EMP, hey, once that happened and once that commenced, you better believe they're going to be doing orchestrated kidnappings, man. Because, hey, they're tapped into all the brothers, man. They know who is who. They know who lives where. They know who's saying what, who's not saying what. They know who's false prophesying. They know who's the real men of the Lord. And you better believe when they come, hey, how about Shemi Hawashai going to raise up that standard, man? All right, and that's the spirit, because this Jake in front of me, he got a shirt on called Demon Slayer, man. Okay, and hey, that's the spirit, because hey, when we get the standard raised up through us, hey, we're gonna put these fucking heathens to flight, you know. And hey, spiritual power is coming back in a big way, you know. Prayed for it yesterday, and hey, several lessons came out on it, man. The spirit is just perfectly cold-blooded on how everything aligned up, man. All right, so real quick, this is the book of Amos 8:11. It says, "Behold, the days come, says the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, but not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord." Right, man. Okay, of hearing the words of the Lord, because spiritually we're in that famine now, because 2/3 of Jake, they're not getting it. They're out here playing around. You know, they still got hopes in Babylon the Great, because gas is down $3.99 now. You know, Jake felt like, oh man, they finna turn up for the summer. But kid you not, hey, by the fall, hey, they say gas may go up higher than what it was, because Saudi Arabia, they're pretty much done dealing with the dollar. So once those reserves run out, it's a done deal, man. Ain't gonna be no more $2 gas prices, okay? And like I said before, it may go down a little bit more, but it's gonna shoot back up. And even then, if it does go down, the scriptures say, behold, victuals should be so good cheap that they should think they are in good case. But even then, evils and sorrows shall increase. So the gas price is just something to get you people off guard, to make you think that shit bouncing back. But it's not, because you have all-time inflation. This is the highest inflation it's been in 40 years. Okay, the Fed is running out of money. The IRS, they're running out of money. These governments are collapsed. Sri Lanka is collapsed. You know, Greece is going through hell. The French government, they're on the verge of completely collapsing, man. The British government, all types of wildfires out there in Portugal and Spain and France. This place is on fire, man. It's fucking through. All right, and it says, and they should run from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. And they should run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and should not find it, right? Because all you guys is playing around, playing in your ass, so to speak, scoffing against the men of the Lord, not taking his word seriously. Hey, you're going to be the main ones looking for this word in that day. And you're going to faint for thirst, which that thirst is spiritual for getting his word, man. Okay? That living waters, the scriptures call this the living waters. And you're going to faint because you don't have the wisdom and knowledge and the stability to maintain an integral mindset in that time. Like the beloved brother Amwan Gabar, he said that he saw a lot of you Jakes lined up to take that MOTB, man. And he said a lot of them were Israelites too, and they had this very disgruntled and distraught look on their face, because they knew that it was the MOTB but they fell for the hour of temptation, man, which is a scary thing. Brother in my camp had a dream about it last night. He said it scared him so much to the point he had to wake up. And the spirit got me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, because for whatever reason, man, the house was I couldn't sleep that good last night. So I went to use the restroom, man, the washroom. And then, you know, I got on the YouTube, and the brother literally uploaded the video 14 minutes before I got up, man. So that spirit had me to watch the video. It was like a 30-minute video or so, you know, and it was a good video. All right. And he said the last vision he had like that came to pass. So, hey, the Lord is getting ready to bring that MOTB. We could see the MOTB being fully established by next year, man, okay? With us getting up out of here, man, okay? And it says here, in that day, the fair virgins, which fair means beautiful, and young men should faint for thirst, man, okay? And that's the thing, you young men out there, all right? Because you got to understand, too, that the men of the Lord, they became a primary target of Esau's extermination squads and of the scribes and Pharisees because we were teaching the word, man. That's why we were put in prison for teaching the word, because they wasn't dealing with it. And that looked like that's getting ready to happen again. Okay. So this is the book of Acts, the 4th chapter. And I'm going to start at verses. Let's start at verses. Matter of fact, Acts, the 5th chapter. And I'm going to start at verses. Give me a second here. Yep. Let's start at verses 17. It says, and when matter of fact, let's start at 16. It says, there came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed everyone. And we're healing people right now through the spirit. Okay. And Esau don't like the fact that you have this mass awakening of the Israelites. And the fact that you're going to have other men or other niggas that's going to coincide with Esau's government to try to help take us down. But it's going to be to no avail, because like I stated, the Lord is going to raise up a standard, man. All right. Then it says the high priest rose up, and all that were with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees, and were filled with indignation, and laid their hands upon the apostles and put them in common prison. Basically, they threw them in jail. And the angel of the Lord opened the prison doors and brought them forth and said, go stand in the temple to the people and speak to the people all the words of life. Okay. And that's the whole point. All right. They locked us up because, hey, we were speaking his word. And that's coming back in a big way, because let's go to the book of Acts, the 12th chapter, and see what happened to one of the men of the Lord, because this is actually one of the public records of one of the 12 being put to death on public record, man. Okay, so this is the book of Acts, the 12th chapter. It says, now about that time when Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church, and he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword, man. Okay, and I believe that I read that he was beheaded, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that's persecution upon the men of the Lord, because Revelation 20, it tells you that we saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness and the testimony of Yahushua, man, for teaching his word. All right. And that's the whole point, man. Okay. They're going to start trying to persecute the men of the Lord, you know. Was Revelation 6? Yep. This is the book of Revelation 6. And I'm going to start at verses 9. It says, and when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh, and for the testimony which they had. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, does not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth, man? Okay, and white robes, which is the salvation, okay, were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season. We're in a little season now, until their fellow servants also their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. Okay, and when he beheld, and he opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, man. Okay, but the point I want to make, they were beheaded for teaching the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Okay, so that's the point. They're coming back to try to target the men in the Lord in a grotesque way. The reason why we're going to need Michael to stand up, okay, and fight for our cause, man, because it's going to get bad out here. Okay, but this is the book of 2nd Ezra 16, and I'm going to start at verses 70. It says, for there should be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, and they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, which are the Israelites. For they should waste to take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried as gold in the fire. Okay, but hear ye, O my beloved, says the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Okay, so hey, brothers, a great deliverance is on his way, man. Okay, we just got to hold up for a little while longer, and do it as persecution, because we getting persecuted right now by other Israelites behind the scenes, by Esau Edom, when they're taking our videos down, family members. But the persecution is going to get physical, and that's when the standard is going to be risen up due to us teaching his word, man. All right. But anyway, with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And with that, shalom and a Baba Ball. Stay strong, brothers, man. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.